Okay. Hello, associates, and I am going to right now go over with you the associates only back office. And there's a reason why we waited to this part of your training to kind of show you this and give you access to this, because quite frankly, what we have found is that there is so much stuff in the back office that associates will study themselves out of the business. And, we make a joke out of it in Legal Shield's getting started training. If you were to rely on what Legal Shield sent you when you first signed up as an associate, Legal Shield would be having you order business cards and ponchos before you even started making money. And I think that's what happens here. The associates only back office is such an invaluable resource. There is so much great information and training and reports and ways to monitor and run your business. But without it being controlled, it's certainly a recipe to analysis paralysis and find your way out of the business. So we purposely kind of kept you away from this until at the very least you leveled up and you did your launch and you had your private business reception or private business webinar. Started teaching you how to start prospecting and get people into Prospect by Legal Shield, because that's the only stuff that really matters. All of this stuff that we're about to go over with you, I mean, it's important, but none of it's going to really make you any money. So we wanted to front load your training with the stuff that actually matters. So I'm gonna ask you all to just proceed with caution here, because what we don't want to have happen, we don't want you to stop the momentum that you started for yourself. Okay? Do this on your own time. You've set hours of operation for your business. This is what I consider outside of your hours of operation. This is your nighttime work before you go to bed. This is your non-productive time to come back here, okay? And some of our top income earners, they don't even know how to get back here. I mean, let's face it. So I'll tell you that's how important it really is. But there is some valuable stuff back here. So, without further ado, let me show you how to get here. So you're going to pull up a website, all right, and you're going to just type in, the website is opportunity.legalshield.com. All right, so again, it's opportunity.legalshield.com. And then when you get there, this is what we're looking at, okay? And you're going to log in up here. All right, you're going to click the login button. Now, this is where, if you do not know what your username and password is, please talk to your sponsor. All right, the person that sent you this video or your sponsor, they will know it because they're the ones that set it up for you. So if you don't have it, ask them for it, and hopefully they actually sent it to you along with this video link. Or if you're on the website, you just need to know what your username and password is. So, all right, here I am. I'm logging in. All right, and now I'm in my back office. Okay. So, first thing I want to show you is just the information that's right here on this home screen. So, the first thing is your statistics page. Okay. When I click on the statistics page, it brings me to another page. And what's going to happen here is it's going to kind of show me how many people are in my organization that still have to level up for the first time. We call that fast start. Okay, so I can click on that and up will pop their information. So this is kind of how you monitor the new people that enter the business. See, you know who you enter the business because you signed them up, but you don't know the person on your team that signed somebody up. You're not going to necessarily know that, but this is how you know, because it'll show up on what we call the fast start report. All right, and if you click on it, it'll bring you to the people that are brand new in the organization. All right, so I've got two people here on my fast start report. All right, one of them I personally recruited, the other one I didn't, but I knew of both of them because I was working with both organizations to help them, right? But this is where you've got a large team of people and they're all doing their thing. And, this could show 30 or 40. So you're going to want to know, who's on your team now and devise a game plan with your director, senior director, or upline executive director on contacting them and stuff. But anyway, that's your fast start report. This kind of tracks your personal memberships as well as your organizational memberships, as well as how many recruits do you have personally for the month, as well as organizationally. So what you'll see here, perfect example of why building out a leveraged business is so critical. I have personally marketed one membership, but through the efforts of others, I have 25, just under 26 memberships in my business. Now, how does one have less than one membership? You know what? It doesn't matter. Not going to get into that here. This must be a group where this was a shared account and a certain percentage of the volume went to my associate. The other went to somebody outside the organization. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that this is how you know where you stand and where your organization stands, as well as your personal recruiting and organizational recruiting. So, that's a pretty cool feature. And this will show you, the income that you've earned every single time you generate a commission, and also, your statements of earnings of income from month to month is all stored right here. So this is your statistics page in a nutshell, and that's really what you use it for. Okay? So I'm going to check that off my list. Next, I'm going to come back here. Here's my main page. It will show you your last commission. All right, so my last commission was about $59. And if I ever want to access all of my commission statements for the month as they're generated, I click on that. And everywhere you see a hyperlink means that this is a day that I've been paid. So if I want to see, what went on the 20th, I could very easily just click on it. It'll pull up my report. And now I could see exactly where it came from. All right. Up here is anything personally. So since it's blank, that means that this was team generated. So I got paid $59 for something that I didn't even have any idea about. All right. This shows you the breakdown of where it's coming from or how it's being paid out at the different levels. So I'm a senior director, so I got a $25 bonus on the memberships, plus levels 3 through 6, 31. You know what? That stuff doesn't matter. What I care about is how much money did I make. So I got $59. Awesome. As I scroll down, it will actually show me the organizations, the legs of business of which these memberships derived from. So this $59 got generated. Frankie Prima. Awesome. Frankie Prima. Shout out to Frankie Prima. What a great guy he is. He's down in, I believe, in Tampa, Florida. Such a good guy. Hey, congratulations, Frankie. That's fantastic. In fact, I should probably give you a call. And I'm going to. So that's how you could track your commissions. So that's how you know how much you've been paid and where it's coming from. Okay, so it's all from that commission statement page. All right. So as we continue this, what about application status? You want to know about the memberships that you've processed, and you want to know where they're at, all right here on the membership application status. It'll show you how many you have in progress, how many needs attention, and how many have processed already. And as you can see, they're hyperlinkable. So when I click on it, it will bring me to the page of exactly where we're at in the process and who got processed and all that stuff. So, this is Jasmine. It's the only membership that I marketed so far this month. So I know that she's processed. So that's awesome. So that's how you check up on your business about the memberships that you're marketing. Okay, so that's the application status. All right, some other stuff that might be important, and I accidentally closed out of that, so I'm going to come right back. All right. Let's not get too hung up on all this stuff. It's good to know, but it's not the most vital thing. The only thing that really matters is that we're seeing the people and telling the story. But you might want to know about your own Performance Club standing. So this chart just kind of shows Performance Club retention rates. You want to have better than 78% retention. So this will show you in a chart form your Performance Club retention rate. Okay. If I want to see not only where I'm at in Performance Club, but my organization, what I do is I click on this reports button, I go to Performance Club, and what I could see is I could see my own PC points by clicking on that, and up will pop a chart, and this is just me. So in the month of, like, for example, in the month of April, all right, because we just switched over to a new Performance Club, I so far in the month of April have 178 Performance Club points. By the way, to qualify for Performance Club is 120 points, and what we all really are aiming for is Performance Club times 2, so that we could go away on free vacations and trips 4 times a year. So that's 120 times 2, which is really 240. So we're looking to accumulate 240 points a month. Not only guarantees us Performance Club, but it guarantees us a spot on whatever vacation that we're running for that quarter for free. By the way, we're going to have a Performance Club video that really just kind of goes over the fundamentals of Performance Club and how to accumulate points in another training. I just want you to see how you can find out where you stand on Performance Club personally, as well as when you have a team of people. If you want to see who's doing the deal, you click on click on Performance Club. And then what you do is you go to organizational consecutive qualifiers, or organizational PC consecutive qualifiers. Don't exactly know the difference between those two, but up will pop a report of all the associates. Okay, I get it. This is Performance Club for my consecutive people. So as you can see, it's me and one other person, which is fine. You gotta build it from somewhere. But if you want to see like all the people that are doing the deal in that given month, you go to PC consecutive qualifiers, and now this is basically everybody that month that has written a piece of business. Okay, so I'll zoom in on this a little bit, and where they currently stand. So, wow, Jim Riley. Shout out to Jim Riley, 574 points. All right, so I have 178. Jim has 574. This guy Neil has 15. Frankie Prima, shout out to Frankie Prima, 94 points. Steve and Sandra both have 20. Victoria with 18. So, and this is all revenue generated. All right. So again, we'll talk about what Performance Club is and how it works in another video. But this is how you can see who is on Performance Club, who's doing what, where they stand. So now I really know who to help. Like, if Performance Club's 120 points to qualify, Frankie Prim is like almost there at 94. Like, I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to help him. I'm going to find out what he's got going on, see if there's a way that I can, lend assistance to help him, close the gap on whatever he might be doing. That's how you use these reports. But again, it's just important that you know about it. All right. Down here, it's always going to promote the next event. So this is the next convention that we're all running for, which is this is the leaders at all levels. There's a video about it. It happens to be in Ohio. So here's a nice promo video. Learn more. You could register for it. This is how you access all this stuff right from your homepage. All right. Down here, any person in your organization as they level up, your personal recruits, not your people's people, but your people, as they level up, it'll show up on your recognition report. So, this is how I know that Steve leveled up to senior associate, on the date that he did that. So shout out to Steve, great job. And this is how, this is your report. This shows you who's doing what. And, it's a way I can email them. It shows me how I can call them. So that's really cool stuff. All right. Let's talk about getting plugged in, because that's really important here. It's all well and good that you've been working with your trainer. You've done your launch. You're using Prospect by Legal Shield. You're talking with your trainer. You're getting videos like this, and that's great. It's all a part of the development. Now, here's the thing: your trainers, your sponsors can only carry you so far. All right. This is us now showing you how to get into the water with us, because we're now going to show you how to be trained by the very best of the best. And by plugging you into the trainings, the ongoing trainings for your own development, that's the way you're going to succeed here. Okay? We have a concept in this company. It's called let the best train the rest. All right, let the very best train the rest. I mean, I don't want to have to train my people everything I know because I've only gotten so far. What I want to do is I want to bring my people to the corporate event where, for example, we're going to head out to North Carolina to the Millennial Boot Camp by the Millennial Leaders, and they're going to have like 20 to 25 of the top producers in that category, rising stars in the company. They're going to be training all of us. There's going to be a couple thousand people in that room. You know what? When I show up there with 10 associates, I've got the best of the best training my team. So they're not just training me, but they're training 10 of my people. So that's me plus an organization of 10 that's going to get infected by what they know, and we're going to be able to take that knowledge and go out into the marketplace in our respective marketplaces, and we're going to do amazing things. That's why you want to bring people to events, but that's why you want to plug in so you know what the heck is going on in this company and get the training that you need. Let the best train the rest. So, how are you going to know? Here's the first thing. There's newsletters, right? So you're going to click on the newsletter tab, and you are going to subscribe to the weekly Legal Shield newsletter right here. And by clicking there, you are going to just simply fill out your name, your associate number, and your email address, and you're going to click subscribe, and guess what? Once a week, every week, I guess it's on Sunday night or something, you're going to get an email with that week's newsletter. Guess what? If you ever missed one, November. I mean, I guess they're archived, but like why the newsletter just stopped in November, I don't know. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter because we're all subscribers to the newsletter. I get my newsletter every single week and I read it every single week. So, but that's how you subscribe to it. Okay, so you're going to want the corporate newsletter because that's where you're going to find out all the stuff that's going on in corporate. That's how you're going to find out about the conference calls. That's how you're going to find out about the trainers, about the people that are doing having best successes. You're going to read about it. You know what? I don't like to just read. I like to listen to things. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to plug into the live broadcast, not just the newsletter, but I'm going to go to the weekly leadership show, and I want to watch a show about what's going on in the world of Legal Shield, what trainers are doing what, who's doing what tips, what tactics, what tools are people using. So how do I get there? I'm going to go right here to events and calls, and I'm going to scroll down to web shows. I click on web shows. All right. And now all these different web shows are going to pop up. Now, again, there's a lot of different things that you could plug into. I'm going to just give you the two important ones, all right, which is the leadership show. And all you have to do is just simply subscribe to it. So, these ones are all the ones upcoming in the future. All right, April 23rd. But see, here's April 16th. So here's last week's leadership show. If I missed it, I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to say launch content. And because I'm already registered for it, it's going to bring me right to a presentation. Okay? So guess what? These shows are live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay? So tomorrow morning when I go to the leadership show, I'm gonna watch it live at 11 o'clock if I can. But you know what? If you're working, all you have to do is just show up. This is how you get there. Here's all the archives. Okay? It's not a problem. They're all archived. So this is how you gain access. So if you can't show up live, I would recommend that you put it in your calendar on a day, the same day, every single week at a time that you know that you'll watch it and just treat it like it's an appointment and watch the leadership show. That's the only way you're going to know about what's going on. And the same thing with the Monday Night Momentum show. The Monday Night Momentum is an offshoot of that Monday morning's leadership show. So what will happen is there'll be several guest speakers on the leadership show. But what will happen is Monday Night Momentum is typically focused on one of the trainers that is having great success in the marketplace, and they're going to give a much more in-depth training as to what it is that they're doing with themselves and their teams. And you access it the exact same way. So you register for it, and all of the archives are right here accessible for you. You know what? Some of us are going to find our way into the B2B side of the business, so if you got an interest in that, you want to listen to the Business Solutions Call, great trainings on how to close deals, how to have decision-maker meetings, what to do in an employee benefit enrollment, how to sell a small business plan. I mean, look, you got to treat your business like it's a business. There is a lot of learned knowledge here. But all the learned knowledge on the planet doesn't amount to a hill of beans unless we take that knowledge and we apply it into activity. And that's where you get the best experiences, through your own activity. So take what you learn here from the leadership show and from the Monday Night Momentum and apply it in your business with your coach's help. The people that have brought you into this, because we're all focused on the same thing here, right? If you follow the lead of your coaches and you follow their lead and you plug into the stuff that it is that we're getting our information from, it just makes it a much more enriching experience for everybody. Okay? So that's how you access corporate trainings. These are vital. I am telling you, these are absolutely vital to your ongoing development and success here. All right? Let's see, what else can we share here? You want to know what's going on in your organization? Okay? This is why you signed up for Legal Shield Advantage, amongst a lot of other reasons, but you have access to all this. If you want to know what's going on in your organization, which I highly recommend that you do, you're going to go to Reports, you're going to click on Organizational, and then you're going to find this thing that says Legacy Online. I can't do it when I'm looking through my phone, so I'm going to just do it like this. All right? Legacy Online. All right? This shows you everybody that's in your organization, okay? You could search them out. But what I like to do, here's how I use this report. What I want to know is I go to this tab up here that says counters. How many counters? Okay, I have 25, almost 26 counters in my organization. Okay? This is important when you want to know where you're at for advancements, right? You know, because senior director and executive director and beyond, those are monthly qualifiers. So I know I'm halfway to executive director right now. Now, I want to know, well, who are the people that are generating this? And I click on it, and up pops all the people that are contributing to my organizational volume. Okay? So that's how you know who's doing the deal, and that's how you know how well you're structured. Okay? Same thing. I have 2 organizational sponsorships this month. I click on it. It tells me who is responsible for sponsoring them. So I sponsored one and Sandra sponsored one. That's awesome. Okay? So that's how I'm using the legacy to show me who in my organization is doing what and where it is that I stand that month. It'll help me close the gap on what else I can be doing. All right, and who I could be helping. All right. And then last but not least, on training, I just want to go back to training. As you may be aware, we've partnered with the Franklin Covey Institute. Franklin Covey is like the largest personal development company on the planet right now. And we have an exclusive access to a database of their training modules. I mean, you know, people will pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for access to these trainings. It's all included in our monthly Legal Shield Advantage. So if you want to get some really great personal development training, not just on Legal Shield, which is plenty of training back there, but, you know, stuff like, you know, how to run your business better, time management skills, the concept of big rocks versus small rocks. Like, stop filling your daily activity with little gravels of sand, because that's why none of us have the time to get the big stuff done. You got to have big rocks in your calendar first, and then all the other little stuff fits into place, not the opposite way. Well, what I just said to you, it was the result of a training that I did right from my own Franklin Covey Personal Development Training Institute, which is available right here in my back office. So the way I get there is I click on training, and I scroll down to Learning Management System. Click on the Learning Management System, and now it brings me to the Legal Shield Learning Center, okay? And here's all the courses that I could choose from. You know, up here is Legal Shield specific stuff. You know, as we come down here, much more things about, you know, execution and customer focus and get the job done, know your customers, know what they really want. I mean, great trainings, okay? Again, I'm going to warn you, don't let this stuff stop you from building your business. Don't think you have to study everything here. You will study yourself out of the business, but I just want to show you that you have access to a wealth of information that could change your life. And it's all right here. But do it on your own time outside of selling hours, outside of prospecting hours. Because again, if we're not seeing the people and telling the story, none of this stuff matters because we're not getting paid anything. We're not changing anybody's lives. Okay? But again, it's how you access it. I just wanted you to see how you can access all this stuff. It's all right here. Okay? Then finally, the last thing I'll bring to your attention is, some of us, we might want to order marketing materials from time to time. So marketing materials, not a bad idea. But it doesn't need to be the focus of your business, because especially if you're going to be using Prospect by Legal Shield, like the digital emails and videos that we send, that is our business cards. But still, I get it. Some of us go to networking events, or we're out with people, and we want to do things a little bit more traditionally before we put them in the app. So yeah, sure. Here's my business card. By the way, I'll send you some information, whatever. But you click on Tools, all right, and you scroll down to this supply store. All right. And then you go to the one you want. So I click on supply store, and then bada bing. There it is. This one's for my associate Margaret. The wait is over. The Z card is back. This is like the hottest marketing tool that the company has right now, because it's all about, it's like basically the highlights of the briefing, the highlights of the presentation on like two sides of a placemat. It's really awesome. And then it folds up and fits into your pocket. I don't use them because everything I do is digitally driven. I don't have the time to sit down with people and make presentations, but hey, different strokes for different folks. So this is where you get it. That's the whole point. You want some videos, you want some audios, you want to get some important books for your personal development library. I mean, personal development is a big deal here. Here's some suggestions on books and how to buy them. And you could also go to Amazon, but just showing you how to get that stuff. So you could also get your business cards from this site. Sales tools and custom marketing, apparel and gear, whatever. So this is how you access your supply store for some stuff that you might want to get for yourself. And really, that's a lot of stuff. Now that I'm going over all this with you, there's a lot of stuff back here, and a lot of it, I'll be honest with you, is really just white noise. This is white noise right here. This is stuff that keeps people stop them dead in their tracks from doing the only thing that matters, which is seeing the people and telling the story. But at the end of the day, the couple of things that really matter, definitely these newsletters. All right, you definitely want to get plugged in. Okay, you want to get plugged into what's going on in the company. The best way to do that is sign up for your newsletter, get that sent to you every single week, and read it. All right, get plugged into the weekly leadership show, as well as the weekly Monday Night Momentum. And for those of us that are B2B inclined, watch the business solutions training. So now you know everything that's going on in the world of Legal Shield. All right, and again, events and calls, web shows, and it brings you right there. Okay? And then finally, the last thing, I want you to know how to get plugged into your local market of trainings. All right? And it's accessible very simply by going to LegalShieldCalendar.com. Okay? And then you put / the state that you're in. So I did LegalShieldCalendar.com / NJ for New Jersey. And up pops all of the stuff that's happening in my marketplace during that month. All right, so now I could pick and choose my briefing. I know where to go. Okay, here is my briefing. I click on it, and up pops another window, and it tells me all about the briefing and where it is and who's hosting it and all that great stuff. I also encourage you to do that for your Super Saturday. Just go to the Saturday column every single month and find out where it is and click on it. Larry and Donnie Smith came to town, last month. It was amazing. It was absolutely awesome. So it's all right here. You ever want to know what to do and where to go? This is how you do it. So start plugging into your local marketplace and all of the trainings that they're offering. We have luncheons, we have breakfasts, we have evening briefings. We've got meetings on Saturdays. I mean, we got meetings all over the place, all over the state. So do that. Go to your Legal Shield calendar in your state and find a local meeting. Do it this week. At convention, we had Mel Robbins overcoming procrastination with her book, The 5-Second Rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to go to my briefing this week.